What's going on, guys? Today I have an awesome video. I want to discuss some tips and some tricks on how to survive school this year with hybrid learning and with at-home Zoom learning. So let's get into it. Guys, if you like the content of this video, like this video. We need you guys to like the videos, comment below, some other content you want to see from us. We really want to hear from you, and it does us a lot of good. So if you like the video, like the video, all right? Let's go. First things first, a lot of you are probably like, all right, how do I survive this? I have my AP classes coming up. I have difficult stuff that I need to handle, and I have to do it in a hybrid environment. Today, what I'm going to talk about is how you handle that and how you set yourself up for success in those difficult courses this year. First thing you need to do is give yourself a schedule. Now, if you have a hybrid model or you have at-home school, one of the issues is you don't really have a set schedule to stick to every day. Now, some of you may have schools where they're giving you set periods online, so on and so forth, but others may not have that. And even if you do, I think learning at home has less of a structure than going to school from a certain time to a certain other time, where you're there, you're learning, you're in that mood. You're doing your work, you're going to various classes, and you're just kind of in that zone. When you're at home, or you're at home half of the time, it kind of takes you out of that zone. We need to get you guys in the freaking zone, right? Really important that you establish a schedule. So number one, we want you guys to establish a schedule. Number two, part of having a schedule is that you have certain times that are set out just for you, and that's going to require you to have a certain area in your house or in your room that's just for studying. Not only your own space, but a study space. Now, for those of you that aren't afforded the space or you have to share the space, look, I get it. That is very difficult, and I'm right there with you that that's tough. For those students, you should try to segment some area where you can keep your stuff, right? So like I have a desk in my office. This is my room, my area. At least, maybe try to put a desk or an area in your house or your apartment where you can just have your stuff and it's not touched, right? Because that will help facilitate your studying and facilitate your learning. So you definitely want to make sure that you have some kind of area on your own that you can rely on to keep your stuff there and to do your work and to get into that mental zone. All right, so I think one of the biggest things is there's a real phenomenon going on with a lot of students, which is Zoom fatigue. I think it's very fatiguing to have to focus on a screen. When you're in school, there's interaction, right? You may have a second to talk to a friend. The teacher may be telling a joke. You may have like an interactive assignment where you're able to work in groups, so on and so forth. Like all those things are so important to school and to learning and to socialization. So when you're at home, you don't really have that going on. So what you need to do is give yourself a break, right? Give yourself periodic breaks, whether you're studying or you're in school. Try to take 5 to 10 minutes to go outside, catch some fresh air. During actual school, you may go outside for lunch. You may have recess, like you may have so on and so forth, depending on your age. Like getting some fresh air and just clearing your mind for a second can be very, very beneficial. So number 3, make sure you give yourself a periodic break when you can. All right, number 4 is we have to work together. So working together is number 4. In order to survive, you're going to need to share assignments. You're going to need to help people get caught up on notes if they miss them. You're going to need to help each other out. So I think number 4, most important thing for us to survive this school year is that you guys work together and that we work with you. So what are we doing? We're providing study guides. We're providing free resources. You guys have to spread those around for each other. I'm trying to provide this valuable content. You got to spread that around because we have to make sure everyone is on the same page, because we will all collectively be better for that. So I think my next point is that in order to succeed this year, we're going to have to stick together. And I think another great offshoot of that point would be you could actually formulate or find a study group with other friends you have or kids in your classes to make sure, group chats, so on and so forth, to make sure that you're getting the work done and you're growing. All right, number 5, guys, I think we have to really focus on the positives. If you do have, hybrid model, be positive that you can show up in school together for some time. If you do have split sessions where you have A session and B session, I know that sucks, but see the positive that it's better than being all online, or that you are able to have that socialization. So I think looking at the positives and not getting overly down. Hey, look, in a lot of areas of the country, coronavirus is reducing. I'm in New York, it's getting a lot better here. I hope I don't have to do another video like 2 months from now where I retract this statement, but it's looking pretty good. You know, other areas obviously it's not, but I think at the end of the day, if you continue to dwell on all the negatives, the fear, the damage it's done to schools, like the inability to take tests, like what will college look like? I think that really hurts the long-term outcome for a lot of you guys. So I think staying positive, just big each other up, keep up the good work. Like I really think we're trying our best, come together, and you guys will really see that benefit you from an emotional perspective. So number 5 is stay positive. All right, number 6, this is kind of a random one. I think establishing a quiet time is very, very important. So I know, having your own space, I said, is important, but I think the next point would be to have a quiet time. So certain times during the day where everyone in your house agrees to keep it quiet, or alternatively, if that does not work, buy earplugs. I'll put a link for the Amazon link below. Buy earplugs, or obviously noise canceling headphones might be a little bit expensive, but those can really help as well. So maybe noise canceling headphones, earplugs, something like that, so you can maintain focus even if there is ambient noise. I know here, I'm working in an office right now, it's pretty quiet, but on certain days of the week there's a lot of people here and everyone's working and communicating and so on and so forth. So that's why I totally understand the value of quiet, and if that can be achieved through earplugs or headphones, great. So that's number 6. Number 7, and my final point, I think this is the most important one, is that we have to not be afraid to ask for help from others. So number 7 is make sure you ask for help when needed. School is going to be tough if you're doing a hybrid model, you're taking a difficult class, something like an AP Physics or, BC Calc, something to that effect. That's tough, right? And if you need help, you need help. So you have to just speak up and ask your teacher, like, please help me. I need to understand these concepts, so on and so forth. Seek out extra help online, whatever the case may be. Obviously, we can help you, but I think at the end of the day, the important thing is that when you feel you need help to keep up with the material, that you ask for it. And that's an obligation of schools to provide students the learning experience that they need. So I think now more than ever, you have to be your own advocate as a student and parent and make sure to speak up when necessary. All right, guys, that's it for me today. If you like this video, man, like the video. You want to do it, but comment below what else you want to see from me. Comment below what your strategies are going to be for this year. Make sure to subscribe. It's always the game. But I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. School's going to be hard this year, so think about setting yourself up with a space and a time and an environment that's going to make you successful. Peace, guys. See you soon.